Hello, everybody, and welcome to part whatever of this game.
Whatever.
Yeah, welcome to part whatever of whatever the fuck we're playing. Order! Order! My word!
Gods. Do you know what I'm
yes, I think so.
It's a boat.
Yes. My word, Mr. Wright! Oh yeah, it's one of those Discworlds, right?
Yes, it's one. Yeah. It's my favorite Discord book, I think.
Yeah,
because it was the first one ever. The one with the dragons.
I remember that one with the fucking Carrot Top, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I know it's a one based on the carrot guy, on the god guy, who's totally useless, but awesome at the same time.
That's this fuck Carrot Top guy.
I don't know when I
don't think he's Carrot Top. It's his name Carrot. I think it was, and he's named Carrot because it was fucked raised by dwarves, and they you look like a fucking carrot.
But yeah, I just know that it's the one with the dragons are super useless, but then that one dragon isn't.
Oh.
Because the dragons are always safe combust because they are
yeah, that is the one. Yeah, the dragons the big dragons are still super OP, but then a lot of the small dragons are just little worthless bitches because they self-combust because the whole fucking complicated system there. Anyways, are you suggesting that the gun was planted to frame Skulu?
Skulu. This is absurd. I mean, it totally makes sense, but it's absurd.
Absurd, yes.
Who knows why she left the gun there? Maybe they just really like leaving guns at crime scenes.
Yes.
Perhaps he panicked when Skulu's wounds over, and that's why he was able to bond up her wounds. He did not seem like the guy who would panic.
Yeah, that seems unlikely, Miss Von Karma. If this murder was as coordinated as you're implying, then they would have taken the gun into account. This would be a major oversight linking them to the crime.
I should have found another hole in their logic.
Yeah.
I think this might even come up later, but how exactly was this crime? How was this murder even planned out? She runs away with the child, meets up with Discarded Hooves, and waits on the chance that this pony is gonna split up from her search party and show up there.
You know, that is a fair point. I actually kind of understand the logic somewhat, but at the same time, it's one of those, it's a really big leap. It's not like they went to go kill her in her house or something. They had contrived this whole thing on the assumption that she would be available to this part, to do this thing.
And then be there alone.
Yes, and then be there alone rather than, staying with her group member.
Yeah, and the other thing that I was wondering is, there were two shots, and I mean, they kind of come back to this later, but there were two shots, and I mean, you had 80 ponies searching around for this pony, and no one fucking heard them.
That's a fair point, too. You'd think with 60 ponies searching for the one pony, someone would have been in range to hear the gunshot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what the first one I didn't like. The first thing, there's so many things you could point out, but the game doesn't.
The game doesn't accept anyone. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say that disproves Mr. Wright's claims?
Ha! Foolish fool who is foolish with your foolish words of fool. Fool.
I pity the fool!
I pity the fool who stands against me. I think. I don't know. I don't know what I'm quoting. I'm just quoting with whatever. Already to it. Is it not a Mr. T's thing?
Yeah, Mr. T's like, I pity the fool.
Huh.
I pity the fool who doesn't eat a cheese sandwich.
It's a crack baby fool.
I pity the fool who has a crack baby.
Can't read. I already told you that you fuck. I already told you we would not make such a bold claim without proof.
Oh, you have proof? Then would you please share it?
Feast your foolish eyes on this.
Look, it's a dead pony!
The funny thing is, this proof is actually terrible, because, yeah, you're gonna see.
How does this convict Scootaloo exactly?
Take a closer look, Judge.
It's a fucking hairpin thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm like, we just assumed that we just stated that the gun might have been planted there, and now we're just gonna be like, oh yeah, the hairpin, it's totally not planted.
Yeah. You know, that is weird. And another thing I'd like to mention is, like, and this one they would have done more cleverly in the games, I think, because this seems kind of like she's hiding evidence. You know?
Yeah, I was wondering that, are you allowed to just not point this out?
No,
I mean,
yeah, you're not.
It's irrelevant evidence, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. If there's evidence like that, you have to point it out. If you're hiding it, it's gets you in trouble. So what she does in the games, which they point out, but she never gets caught for officially, so she never actually gets in trouble for, is she'll hide evidence on purpose, but then she'll have a roundabout way, like, you know, making it seem like maybe she just suddenly found this evidence, or maybe she didn't think
I just found this picture on my desk. Wow.
It's hard to explain exactly, but yeah, it's really bitchy around. But you know, but in this, yeah, she's like, oh, there's this piece of evidence you fucking haven't heard about. My voice just cracked, and that's fucking whatever. God damn it, Francisca.
There on the ground by Clearwater's hoof.
It's a hair clip.
Oh my god. It's a hair clip that belongs to Skidaloo.
Oh! That turns me on.
Yes, looking at a dead body with a hair clip turns me on all night long. It is weird, people. This picture not only puts Skidaloo at the scene of the crime, and she doesn't because she's on the picture. Like, if she was actually on the picture, I would get it.
Yeah.
But that she left things behind, it could not have been left there without her.
Actually, it could have, easily. But that doesn't explain why John left the gun behind.
How should I know? Perhaps something happened that made him forget about the gun, and the fact that he got a giant scooter boner.
Yeah.
After all, Skidaloo was gravely injured. To prove was that Skidaloo was there to commit the crime. You foolish fool with foolish dreams and foolish fool ambitions. Does she actually do that in the game?
She does, but not that often, I don't think. She doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't do it, like, every time she opens her mouth, but she will... When she thinks she's winning a case, she'll, you know... Yeah.
I told you this case was already over.
Well, the court accepts this photo into evidence. Crime scene... Oh, look at that shit. Look at that
it's cut off, yes.
Cut off. Crime scene photo. A photograph of Clearwater's body. That's brilliant.
So yeah, you did mention this is not actually the American system, because I was just wondering, where is actually the Joey?
Yeah, it's not the American system, because yeah, there's not fucking juries, just... I'm not sure what system this runs off of, because I don't think it's the Japan system either, I could be wrong.
I assume every system has a jury. Normally, I don't think they normally run anything without a jury these days.
Yeah, exactly, I don't think you just run it between, like...
I mean, there are some cases actually, like some even, I don't know if in America, but I know in Germany, and I assume in America, minor cases sometimes are run without a jury, but not murder cases.
Yeah, exactly. Murder cases, you think there'd be a jury, but no, it's just, judge is just like, oh my god, case closed!
I also don't think you would ever run, like, a case with a, like, defense attorney who literally got hired 2 hours before the case.
Yeah,
like, what the hell? You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't do that either.
So what does this foolish defense say now?
But this is the same, like, system the game uses, so yeah, I just have no idea, but, you know...
I guess it's used the same word where you can have, like, magic earrings.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's an alternate universe. Oh shit, I forgot what I was saying, but I feel like we're missing something important. What could we possibly be missing? Well, how about... Huh?
The fact that you're reading my line.
Oh, oops, sorry.
I actually don't. I'm gonna spoiler you. You can say as many other wrong things as you want without actually losing, and it's funny. So I would do the first 2 first, and then do the 7.
Alright, so these ones aren't... Because, like, in the real game, you'll actually get penalties for these.
Yeah, here, no, because I had it that I said the second one first, because I wasn't sure if it was the second or the third that they wanted me to say, and then I said the first one, and then I said the third one, and the third one.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Animals could have tampered with the crime scene. Admittedly, they don't always, like, sometimes they'll bring that up, and sometimes no matter which one you say is wrong, so they won't penalize you. Like, you know, yeah, it's kind of interesting. But, yeah, this one I was like, it's clear that they want me to say the correct thing, but still, they admit they don't force you to, so yeah. Animals could have tampered with the crime scene.
This is why you're a fool. If animals had tampered with the crime scene, we would have evidence suggesting it. However, there are no animals traces at the scene. Honestly, my statement would just be, could anyone have tampered with the crime scene? Like, it's obvious that this crime scene is very set up.
Yeah, I know, seriously. It would have been easy to tamper with this crime scene. It's not like you just killed someone in a super secure building or something. It's fucking middle woods. You know, fucking Dick could have tampered with the crime scene.
Yes. Just Dick came along and, like, fucked the mayor, and then it was considered rape.
Yes. Really?
Keep the court subject out of you, whatever, you foolish fool.
Fine. Look at this shit. You see what I'm laughing at, right?
Maybe?
He's on the wrong side. He's in Francesca's desk thing. See, the thing's backwards.
Oh. Interesting.
Fine. See?
Yeah. Maybe he just came over there to be like, fine, bitch.
Maybe he went over there to get a fucking blowjob from Francisca.
Yes. I like the second one is actually really funny.
What if we have the wrong evidence?
And how exactly would we do that?
By, dimension hopping.
Excuse me?
What
bitch?
What if all of our evidence is from an alternate dimension? Where things happened differently because John Smith hopped dimensions and interfered?
That is absurd, and you're absurd for thinking that. I mean, I'm like, this actually kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, I know. He could have just jumped over and been like, yo, everything's different because I'm John Smith and fuck you.
Try again, you fool. My voice is totally changed.
Well, how did Clearwater find Scootaloo?
Excuse me, bitch?
If you remember, Warden had to form a search party. Obviously, Clearwater ended up in the search party, but if that's true, how did she know where Scootaloo was? As it stands, we're to believe Scootaloo and John planned to murder Clearwater when she was found. When she found them. But how did Clearwater find Scootaloo?
Because, like, now they bring it up, but you could have brought this up at the beginning of the case. That's
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I guess that's another hole in the, that it would be an obvious hole in their plan. How did Clearwater find about 60 ponies? It's Clearwater specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good point.
The funny thing is, they say she's like a really good defense attorney, but considering that she like has to miss all these things to defend, not a defense, but attorney anyway. She has to miss all those things to like pull this off. Isn't she like really, really bad actually?
Yeah. I see. Yeah, she kind of is. I think it's worth looking into. If we know more about the search party, we might be able to figure out how Clearwater found them in the first place. Any objections, Miss Von Karma?
I'm certain this will do nothing but waste time. But if you're so foolish as to want to follow this, then go ahead and suck my dick. But be warned, I have a whip. I will have you punished. I will have you punished if you waste this court's time. That sounds really
sexual. Yeah. Warden, if you'd please testify about the search party itself.
Very well. Said I was done here, but
The search party.
At 5:30 a.m., I went around in town together for the search party. By 6 a.m., I had 80 different type of ponies ready looking for Scootaloo. No, not different types, by the way.
Wait, what? What does it say 80 different ponies? Oh, wait, okay, yeah, 80 different
Yeah, I read it
ponies.
wrong. I read different types. I'm like,
yeah.
That doesn't really seem very likely.
Though still, I have to point out, why does it even bother saying different ponies? I mean, it doesn't kill us.
Yeah, but I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's 80
I had 80 clones.
Yes, I brought with me 80 Scootaloos to go look for Scootaloos.
Imagine us having like 80 Scootaloos being Scootaloo.
That'd be pretty hype. That'd be pretty sexy.
Scootaloo, bitch. We grouped the ponies into into groups of 2 and sent them off to search. We were kept up to date with Pegasi covering the air. The search continued until Scootaloo was found at 8:15 a.m. Not by any of us, actually, but somehow she managed to get back to the hospital without being found by the 80 ponies looking for her.
Yeah.
See now, you fool? Just a waste of time repeating information we already know. She's right, there's nothing you can do. She's right, there wasn't anything new in there.
I know, but we're going to have to press for more information. I'm sure we'll find something to work with. The defense may begin with the cross-examination.
I think this is probably the most tiring, picture thingy we ever did. I don't know if you were for me.
It's probably because you're reading, like, literally half the people.
I know.
And this is the most, like, as much as you said that's, like, more visual novel-y, it's still, like, the most game one we played. Like, you know, there's this one, it's not just, like, making decisions, it's, like, you actually have to, well, play it. You have to win.
Yeah.
I can't just sit back and watch the case unfurl. I have to actively be like, yo, bitch, give me information.
No, I just had a brilliant idea.
What?
Big Mac Ice Attorney.
Oh, yeah.
Yup. She just goes, yup. It's like, so you agree with my statement that the person you're defending is a murderer? Yup.
How did you gather the search party?
When I received the call, I made a few calls myself. I got quite a few bitches together, and we made such a loud orgy that it got everyone in the whole town together. And then I made a search party out of that. Hey, dogs! I got anyone I knew who would be willing to help search. Then asked them to get anyone they knew that would be willing to help search. Quotation marks, searching. Then I told them to meet me in front of the hospital at 6 a.m.
And this is effective at gathering a search party?
As I've said before, the town is very willing to help searching for missing ponies, especially children.
So how many did you manage to gather? Press that shit. Why do you... Can I ask you why you say 80 different ponies? Did you know all of them personally?
The first ponies I caught were the ones I am familiar with personally. And I do make it a habit to try to know as many ponies in town as I can. However, there are a few that I was not familiar with on a personal level.
So, where were we during all of this? I have to ask because I'm not sure where we live, but you'd assume because he obviously knows us and call us and be like, yo, Phoenix.
Yes, actually, that is a good thing. It's like, you know me, but yet I have no idea what this case is even about.
Yeah. You didn't call me to search it, you bitch. What, you think I'm too untrustworthy? Do you know it would turn into a murder? Are you really Batman?
Obviously he's Batman. He has like not voice. He has a voice if he took too many cigarettes.
Yes. Do you think not knowing them might have hindered the search in any way?
No offense, but I honestly have no idea where Phoenix Wright actually goes at this point. It's like, what does this have to do with anything anymore?
That is a fair point. Sometimes that happens, the fucking pressing, and you just press people for stupid information that it's like, this doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Everyone in the search party was known by someone else who I knew very well. So I don't think there were any ponies who would hinder the search. Okay.
But yeah, admittedly, I see why he does it, because he wants to gather as much information as possible.
But I mean, like, hinder the search in what?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. This isn't relevant to the case, but it could be. If there's that off chance Phoenix Wright wants to know about it. Okay, now that's just silly, but would you like to get to know them on a personal level?
What the witness wants to do with his personal time in my dig is irrelevant in this case. She's showing how she has a dig.
Yes.
All that matters is that she gathered 80 ponies to search for Scootaloo.
That would explain why you're not into that, because fucking everything in Germany has a dick. You'll walk outside and like there's dicks attached to signs. And like the lampposts are dicks and yeah.
I read that line.
Yes.
Tell us what happened next, Warren. Can you try something I've done?
Oh, sorry. What do you want me to try?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Group them in pairs of 2?
Yes. It was to ensure that no pony got lost or hurt while searching. Our ponies have a habit of like tripping and breaking their legs. It was also allowed the possibility that if Scootaloo was hurt, we'll want to stay with Scootaloo while the other got pony aids.
So out of the 80 ponies you gathered, you had 40 search parties looking for Scootaloo.
That is correct.
Who was Clearwater paired with?
Pauky P.S.
That seems like it'd be important to know. Warren, that seems like significant information. Would you please add it to your testimony?
Certainly.
Okay, so did you want me to try a thing, or do you want
yeah, actually go further. 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 Okay, that's you. I think we've read this before.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we read that one.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Go to the last one and press, like the last one that you can press.
Okay. Okay, so it's the one with Scootaloo at 8:15. Press. She asked for everyone to return.
Yes, I told the pack aside to gather everyone back while I ensured Scootaloo would be okay. I really read that it's injured, and I'm like, you injured Scootaloo.
Yeah, so you made sure Scootaloo was okay, then you came outside and did a head count?
Yes, Scootaloo was going into surgery, and I needed their reports.
I also needed
to ensure everyone was okay, and my voice doesn't suddenly become green beans.
So did you do anything else? He wishes his voice suddenly became mine.
I yelled at everyone who was separated or got lost from their partners for their reckless behavior and then had sex with them. But it was just to slap on their wrist with my dick. Even though they don't have wrists, but okay.
Yeah, I know. Should have just said a slap on the flank.
Totally. That is enough for you wasting this court's time.
Well, what? But we aren't finished.
It's foolishly obvious that you're gasping at straws. You have no evidence that contradicts the testimony? Whiplash. This case is now over.
I must agree with Von Karma, so do you just want me to go ahead and finish that, or is there a specific reason you want me to jump over to...
because the next one it would have done that too. I was curious if it always does that, or like after a specific amount, or how it does that.
Oh, I see. So that's why. So yeah, you just do a certain amount, and eventually it just says, "Oh man, you're just sitting here and doing nothing."
Yeah, because the conversation actually, the topic, even though you picked another topic, the lines were the exact same. So I was wondering how, like, if there was any information I'd missed last time.
Right.
But yeah.
I understand. Okay, so there wasn't, but yes, I think we should make this a dramatic cliffhanger and end the part here.
Totally, even though I kind of want the cliffhanger by just admitting that this is part of the game. Unless the game just ends here.
Well, no, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe it does. Maybe it just ends with giant dildos appearing out of nowhere and raping Von Karma and molesting adorable Pony Wright's ears.
Yes, that would be really interesting. Though I wouldn't care as long as you just give me Scootaloo. But yes, we should end the part.
He's not adorable the same way, but I would probably harass the judge's ears if I got the chance.
He got really huge ears.
He has really huge ears, that's why I want to, yeah. I'm like, he's not adorable, but I kind of would poke his ears. I'm like, they're so huge.
Fuck them with a dig.
Indeed. Anyways, thank you for watching, every pony, and we'll see all of your nice blanks next time.
He meant ears. Yes, he wants to see your ears next time. Yeah, guys.
Yes.